Will, Gay, Ann, and Jordan, and Mike, and Sarah as the amazing CDH band, bringing us a musical service like no other.
Okay, so that's the only time you get to clap, but we'll take it. Thank you so much for that. Move it into your prayers from here on. Awesome.
So, for those of you who are virtually here, you're welcome to talk in the chat and connect to each other. We've got Greenville, North Carolina, Chattanooga, North Georgia, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Brooklyn, Denver, Philadelphia, Ventnor, New Jersey, Tucson, Arizona. Did I say Tucson?
No.
So this is pretty cool. It's really pretty cool. It's wonderful. It's Shabbat. It's just a beautiful thing. Philadelphia, PA. Everybody needs Shabbat. Is there anybody here who doesn't need Shabbat?
Nobody, we all need it.
We need Shabbat, and it is fantastic to be together. Please just allow yourself to connect to whoever's next to you and whoever's with us on the Zoom screen, whoever's next to you on the Zoom screen or in your little box. And we are all one community making Shabbat together, and it's wonderful. Okay, I was told I should be closer to the mic. Okay, now, that was Rebecca.
That's over there.
So you have to tell me if it's okay now. Okay, good.
Good feedback, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm surprised about it.
All right, so we are going to continue this service, which is about obviously the beauty of music, but also the power of opening our eyes. And we're going to open our eyes and see the beautiful light of Shabbat, the candles. I'm going to invite Carrie Hausman to come up and light and bless the Shabbat candles. The blessing should be on page 3 of your Siddur. Got 2 different lighting methods there, Carrie.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice long mix. Continue with bringing in those Shabbos angels. Shalom Aleichem, page 13. Shalom Aleichem, page 13. She said closer to Mike.
So good to hear your voices. I'm feeling a lot of love in this space. Let's bring in a love song. The love song of Shabbat, Dodi Li. Call and response. What a miracle love to hear the response. where we are speaking to the sea, speaking to the mountains, hearing the rivers clap their hands, hearing the mountains sing a psalm of creation. We're 41 now. We are moving into welcoming the Shabbos bride. East is that way, just so you know. Rabbi Dale, any thoughts about the Chadadi tonight?
I think the bride is among us. I don't even think she's going to make a big entrance. I think she's just here.
I think we might be at the
I think
reception
she's
already.
snuck in. So let's give her a rousing welcome.
You know you're so beautiful, yes? Shabbat.
I just want to say about this congregation singing with fervent feeling and beautiful harmony. We've missed this so what a gift. Just feel like we need to take a beat to take it in, to let it seep through the pores of our bodies and our souls.
Such gratitude.
Yes. So let's as the evening has come, let's transition to the Mariv service with Chatzi Kaddish on page 55. Yitgadal v'yitgadash merabah v'yalma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayech od yom echol u'chayetech beit Yisrael bagala bagala u'bizman karim v'meru amen Yehi shmeira v'mevorach ve'olam yom ve'amaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'halal shemei l'kudesha Leila min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata nefemata Damiran ve'alma v'meru amen. We call one another to constitute ourselves as a minyan, a praying community. For those who would like to rise physically, I invite you to do so. If you to just rise in your spirit, that's great too.
And as you rise, I just want to say, be careful of the pine cones because it's dark and they're slippery.
Yes, we want more. Please be seated. I'm going to call upon. Oh, we needed dancing. Glad that we had some contributors to the dancing. Ada, thank you. We're going to continue with a prayer about creation and evening. I call upon Greg, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right.
It's good enough.
Beadle. Beadle. And this is going to come up on your Zoom screen, hopefully. What page?
No page.
No page.
So give us a minute for that siren.
Yep.
Okay.
I was wondering what my walk-on music was going to be.
Sorry, Greg.
It's
Talk right into
it's pretty appropriate. Please. I gotta go. Excuse me.
Another committee.
Only for Josh. Hail the hand that scattered space with stars, wrapped, whirling world in bright blue blanket, air, made worlds within worlds, elements in earth, souls within skins, every one a teeming universe, every tree a system of semantics, and pushed beyond probability to place consciousness on this cooling crust of burning rock. Oh, praise that hand, mind, heart, soul, power, or force that so enclosed, separated, limited planets, trees, humans, yet breaks all bounds and borders to lavish on us light, love, life, this trembling glory.
Baruch atah Adonai, Amari Arabi.
Amen.
Page 63.
We cover our eyes when we say Shema because the deepest kind of seeing is the kind that's internal, that's knowing. And what we are called to focus on when we hear "Listen up, O Israel," is the deep truth of oneness, despite how the world looks so divided, so fractious. Beneath all of that is the truth of oneness, and that oneness is our God. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinamtam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך ובשבתם לעבוד על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. 77.
All of us get to do the response.
Page 79.
We will be doing the call, and all of us will be doing the response together. Text for Selena can be found on page 81 in Hebrew and 83 in transliteration. And find the fullness of this verse that we're singing in the middle of the second line. We are a shelter of peace here tonight, I think. I feel the sheltering of our peace here. We open our hearts now to our own Amidah,
It might come from the 7 blessings that comprise the Amidah and Shabbat, pages 91 to 107. It might come from the promptings of our own heart. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts find favor. If you're comfortable standing, you can stand in body or rise in spirit. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Our Torah portion this week is Vayera. It is certainly not lacking for powerful content. Two of the several really important narratives in this parsha are the readings that we read traditionally on the first and second day of Rosh Hashanah. The narrative about Hagar and Ishmael being expelled by Sarah after the birth of Isaac, and the narrative of the binding of Isaac. And there are some interesting parallels between the two stories, but I just want to lift up one, which is the image of opening eyes. So you might recall that in the narrative of Hagar and Ishmael, who are sent off at Sarah's command by Abraham, with just a little bag of water and a little cracker, maybe, to eat. And they find themselves in the desert with seemingly no hope of sustenance, no hope of survival. And Hagar sits herself down and closes her eyes, and she says, I don't want to see my son die. But he lifts up his voice, and an angel responds and says, what's with you, Hagar? What's with you? Which a colleague of mine, Rabbi Elise Goldstein, said meant, what resources do you have with you? But Hagar didn't have a response to that. And the next thing we hear is this verse, Vayivkach Elohim et eineha. And God opened her eyes, Vatera be'er mayim, and she saw a well of water. And she went and she filled her flask, and she gave water to the boy, and he lived and thrived. So God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. Now, there's a couple different possibilities here. You could probably think of them, right? Number one, the well was there all along, and she simply didn't notice it. Number two, the well appeared at the moment when she really needed it. Number three, the well was obscured and she finally saw around it. Thank you, Haley. So the commentator Malbim says this was a revelation of what she didn't previously know. Of course the well was there before, but she, Hagar, had not been conscious and therefore hadn't seen it. That fits, I think, our experience a lot. When there's a resource out there available, accessible to us, but we don't necessarily have a consciousness of it. The medieval commentary, Rabbi David Kimchi Radak, says, maybe the well had been there all the time, but the top was covered with some material which made no one assume that a well was underneath. Or God expanded her range of vision so that now she saw the contours of a well that she had not previously been able to see. Her eyesight suddenly got better, or her perceptiveness got better. So that's the story of eye-opening with Hagar. And it happens, God opens her eyes. In the story of Abraham, Abraham has heard this call, this bizarre and maybe errant call. Maybe he misunderstood, but he was told, take your son to this place I'll show you, lift him up as a sacrifice. They walk along for 3 days. And at some point, Isaac gets curious and he says, Dad, what's going on here? I see the wood, I see the fire, but where's the ram for the sacrifice? And Abraham answers him interestingly. God will see to the ram for the sacrifice, my son. Well, you don't have to be like a brilliant commentator to notice that you could put a comma in there and it would mean something different. But on the face of it, what it seems to mean is, don't worry, I have faith that God is going to provide a ram for the sacrifice, not my son. But no ram appears. Abraham is busy making the altar and seemingly ready to sacrifice Isaac when Vayisa Avraham et einav, Abraham lifted up his eyes. Vayar v'hinei ayel achar nechaz v'svach b'karnav. And behold, there was a ram, or another ram, depending on how you read the Hebrew, caught in a thicket by its horns. So Abraham went and took the ram and offered it as a burnt offering in place of his son. Now both that well and that ram are among the objects that the Midrash says were created on the eve of the last day of creation, the sixth day. And all those objects are miraculous objects that are kind of beyond the rules or laws of nature. They have some powers that we would not expect. So they were programmed into creation to be here just at that moment. Thank you, Will. Just at the moment that we needed them. So that's an interpretation, that these were miraculous objects that had the capacity to show up exactly when needed. But Rabbi Neil Lovinger says something interesting. He says, what if the miracle wasn't in the ram? The miracle was in Abraham. A verse says Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw something he hadn't noticed before. Perhaps he was so focused on his dreadful and apparently inescapable task that he couldn't see what was there, right nearby in plain sight. Abraham had to redirect not only his hand, but also his perception away from the idea that God really demanded such an awful thing. In this reading of our verse, says Rabbi Lovinger, and of the Midrash on it, the miracle is that Abraham is able to undergo a change of spiritual understanding just in time and see alternatives just at the moment that he is most caught by the horns in a horrible situation. So I love this idea that all this talk about sight, it's not about the physical property of sight. It's about a change of spiritual understanding, a capacity to be open to the resources that are at hand, to be open to the emet, the truth. And then at the end of this, Abraham names the place Adonai Yireh, God will see. And it is said, this place is called today, it's said that on the mountain of God, it is seen. So God will see to the ram, but Abraham sees the ram. And the mountain is called God will see, but Abraham is the one who sees the ram. And just one more thing about this, the word for God used here in the narrative about Abraham is Adonai, which is considered to be the attribute of rachamim, of mercy or compassion. So maybe he named this place the capacity of compassion will see. And what he's telling us is that we are able to see, to perceive the deepest, most empowering truths when we experience and connect to compassion. So I invite us to think about, what have our eyes been open to when they weren't previously? Where did we find a well? Or even a conveniently caught ram just at the moment we needed it? And I want to remind us that every morning in the morning blessings, Birchot HaShachar, we say, Baruch Atah Adonai, blessed are you, Pokeach Ivrim, who opens the eyes of those who cannot see. And again, opens the eyes of the heart, the eyes of the soul. So I pray that our eyes be opened to the difficult things, the dark failings of our society. May our eyes be open to our own weaknesses, but also may our eyes be open to the well of strength, healing, nourishment, and potential that are there for us within our grasp, if only we can look up to see. Ken Yehi Ratzon, so may it be God's will. We take all of the energy in this community and in this time of prayer, and we open our hearts to pray for healing, for those who are in need of healing for the body and those who are in need of healing for the spirit. We pray for all of those who are in our hearts. We certainly pray for all of those who are suffering with COVID-19. We pray for all of those who are suffering from the pandemic of gun violence. We pray for those who members of our congregations are holding in their hearts. Tonight we think about and pray for Richard Adler, Richard Cohen, Jenny Williams Cohen, Mario Eugene Hudson II, Lois Birch, Uli Sprick, Ellie Emmerich Hart, Jerry Falcon, Shai and Billy Nach, Cloud Baruch, Tesla Queen, Janice Blackman. We pray for healing for Beth Ann Budekant, Nancy Davis, Megan Redant, Pilar Barclay, Brady Floyd Adair, Eyal Schechter, Dolly Wax, Esther Myers, Julio Quintana, Jacob Gutman, Ronnie Crozy, Sharon Miller. We pray for Refuah Shlema for Nikki Rustler, Nancy Kreisman, Tony Rossi, Harriet Gold, Meredith Rimmelauer, Heather Zessiger, Carol Robinson Shep. We pray for healing for Chris Grasso, Betty Prestwood, Rosalie Levy, Peppy Lurie, Aya Iwatani Weinroth, Naya Brown, Mona Lisa Schultz, Treya Caldwell, Linda Staples, Reuben Haller, Linda Fishman, Sarah Kablak, Darcy Sabat, Amy Kraft, Naomi Stauber, Brenda Fink, Len Podhoser, Mark Podhoser, Emily, Carla Caraballo. We wish them Refuah Shlema, healing and wholeness, and all of those who've been mentioned in the chat as well.
This is calm response.
pray for Refuah Shlema for all whom we've named and all whom we haven't even had a chance to name. May all find wholeness. Happy to call upon Mariana Kaufman to lead us in reading together the prayer for the end of hiding.
As lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Jews, we are aware of the loss of integrity we suffer due to the pressures of the larger society. We often feel discouraged into dishonest presentation of ourselves to ourselves and others. The LGBTQ individuals who feel they must pretend to be something that they are not. The Jews who feel they must be alienated from their tradition and community to win larger acceptance. Both are victims of the theft of identity and integrity committed by the sexual, gender-identifying, or religious majority. Creator of the universe, we ask that our hiding draw to an end, that we no longer feel we have to pretend, to promise falsely, to renounce ourselves, and that our fullest creative expressions as Jews and as lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual, and queer people be among the blessings you bestow upon us. Amen.
Yasher Koach, Mariana.
Our will join together in Ein Od Milvado.
And rise in body or spirit as you're comfortable.
Ein Od Milvado, Ein Od Milvado, Adonai, Eloheinu. Ein Od Milvado, Ein Od Milvado, Adonai, Hu Elohim. Ein Od Milvado, Ein Od Milvado, Adonai, Hu
We continue with Mourner's Kaddish on page 131. If there's anyone who is saying Kaddish because someone dear to you died recently, or somebody died and has a yortzeit at this time, please feel free to stand and say their name if it's comfortable for you. If you're in the chat, you can, if you're on Zoom, please put it in the chat.
Phyllis Alt. Rosemary Satchel. Irene Brown. Ella Gilman.
And I want to mention that this week is the yortzeit, 26th yortzeit of Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, who was brutally murdered at this time in 1995. Yes. So we hold all of their memories dear, and we sanctify them in God's name with the words of Kaddish. I understand it is the custom of this community that the mourners begin, and then when we get to Yehei Shemei, those who are able to rise with them also rise and continue together. So, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'mei amaya, v'yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitkahar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram v'yalma v'yimru, Amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom v'yirama, u'yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru, Amen. May the source of peace and comfort to all who mourn, and we say, V'nomar, Amen. So, it is time for announcements. And, for a change of pace, I invite the wonderful Amy Price, a member of the CBH board, to tell us what's going on at CBH. Thank you, Amy.
I know that's what was happening. You were coming to the end of the service and you're like, what's been going on at CBH? So here I am to let you know. I had such a good joke. Come on, guys. You didn't even hear me.
You take your job.
Please.
So Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
Welcome. And much love to everybody. We're glad to host so many here. And also so many friends on Zoom. Hello.
Hey, Zoomers.
All are invited to our offerings in the coming week. Join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the bat mitzvah of Eve Gordon. Rabbi Dale will be leading the first.
Rabbi Malka. Oh, that would be led by Rabbi Malka, comma.
Yeah, I was going on to the next thing.
So sorry. Wow, talk about bossing, right?
Okay.
Doing the announcements here.
I know it's not me.
Comma, Rabbi Dale will be leading the first of the Secrets of the Siddur series Sunday at 11 a.m. See the website to sign up for the in-person class. Mindful Moments meets weekdays at 8:45 a.m. on Zoom. 15-Minute Minyan meets Saturdays through Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Zoom. Zoom Lunchtime Tour Study has started and it's weekly at noon on Tuesdays. The CBH board will meet this Tuesday at 5:30. All are welcome. Next weekend services will be celebrating Shabbat in the home. There will be no Friday night services online or in person. See the CBH website for resources handpicked by Rabbi Dale to enhance your home observance. On Saturday, October 30th, we will celebrate the bat mitzvah of Gaia ben Yoar at 9:30 a.m. We have many exciting offerings coming up. Registration is now open for To Tree or Not to Tree, a holiday discussion with Rabbi Malka at the Community School November 7th at 11 a.m. Even if you cannot attend Sunday's Secrets of the Siddur class, there are 3 more sessions coming up. See the CBH Adult Education page for details. And visioning focus groups end on October 25th. It's definitely not too late to sign up to participate in a 1-hour conversation about the future of our beloved CBH.
It's not too late. Just echoing.
Oh, okay, yes.
For emphasis.
I know, I went to one of the first ones and found it very meaningful, met some new people and had some great conversations, so please sign up for those if you haven't done that.
Amy, if you would allow me to interrupt you for just a second, since my name is also Amy, I feel that I can.
Go ahead, everyone else is, so go ahead.
But you have to go to
You
the
gotta
mic.
go to the mic, Amy.
All Amy's must be on
My
mic.
This is a rule only for Amy's. Don't try this at home. There's one session left with spaces, and it's tomorrow morning at 10. And when I left my home, there were 6 slots left. So be one of the lucky 6, because these things are worth an hour of your time, and it's very, very important that we hear from you, all of you. So please go immediately to the sign-up genius and sign up. And if you don't know how to do that, write to me and I'll get it to you. Thanks.
Such amazing Amy's we have.
She'll be here all night. Find her around. You can sign up.
We got a plethora of Amy's.
If you plan on attending any of our in-person services, please visit our website to reserve your spot, as we are limiting the number of attendees to keep COVID safe. While online, please sign our brief if you have not already done so. Zoom links to all of our public events can be found by clicking on the streaming services option on the top of the webpage. Bookmark this page and you'll never be lost again. Whoa, that's awesome. Just do that.
The answer to all of your spiritual searching.
Yes. As always, for a full view of our offerings, please visit the CBH calendar on our website. And I don't know about all of you, but tonight just feels like really awesome and special. This is my first time coming to an in-person. We have our CBH band, so can we just like all give some love, some big thank yous to Rabbi Dale, Dan, Will, our whole band, and just all of us for being here and being committed to community and committed to CBH. Like this is like what makes CBH all about. So yes.
Yes,
Thank
don't
you,
forget
Sarah.
Henry
Oh,
and
excuse me.
Haley.
Yes.
And
Henry and
Haley.
Haley.
Haley who's running
There
around.
she is hiding back there. I know we just said it, but I really do have to underline what was just said. It has been a deep blessing for so long to be able to sing together, but to have this band, to have these these amazing people that have been doing this for a long time, but we haven't gotten to do it in a while. And I really do feel like if you want to clap or you want to yell or you want to do woohoo or something, just thank you guys. So amazing. I love you guys so much.
Our behind the scenes awesomeness too.
That's it? No more?
Any more Amy's?
Any more Amy's? No, I think that's it for Amy's tonight.
Alas.
So I haven't actually been here when we made Kiddush and Motzi. Do we do that after?
We'll do that
everything's
after Oseh Shalom.
song?
Yeah.
Okay. So before we sing Oseh Shalom, I want to offer a blessing. Mikor harachamim, source of compassion. Open our hearts to compassion, and through that compassion, let us see sources of sustenance, goodness, blessing, and life, and let us be able to draw from them. Can you hear us?
Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru,
gonna be a surprise, but I'm gonna ask Josh Udovan to make kiddush, and Emily Green, if you could come maybe with your boys and make hamotzi, that would be totally awesome. Is that a yes? Okay, they're coming down the hill. Okay, Josh. Here, you get the real kiddush now. I'll take yours.
It's fine.
He's gonna go first.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'rotzavanu, v'shabbat kadsho v'ahava u'ratzon himchilanu, zikaron lemaseh bereishit, kilu yom tefilah lemikra kodesh, zecher yetziat Mitzrayim, ki eleinu b'afrata, v'yatanu kidashta, v'yahatecha, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'yahava u'ratzon, ichaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
Close to your mouths. Yashikoach to Josh. Yashikoach to you guys. Yashikoach. Thanks, I'm shaking. It's all yours. Okay, we got some Oneg Shabbat that's gonna come around. Say hi to each other.
If you don't
Everybody
mind,
on Zoom.
Haley's got an announcement.
Hey y'all, real quick, Haley's got an announcement.
If you want to bring your chair in, I will give you your plate of your.
Oh my God.
A trade, a chair for a plate. Not bad. Shabbat shalom, everyone. What a joy.
Yeah, don't forget to put your mask on when you go inside, please. Thank you.
Everybody put their mask on going in. Yes, Will just said that. I said it again.
Nathan. I knew it was a good name too. Nathan. I'm Rabbi Dick. Nice to meet you. Dan's pretty awesome. Oh, good. And running commentary. I love the lights. I really wish I had a camera.
Really?
Oh, thank God.
That's a great story. I've not heard that. Whether it's true or not, I don't care.
Oh, Mommy got one for you.
You are loved today. Good chair care.
Oh, it's so fun. We're going to get some.
Hey, he looks pretty good in the mask.
Don't we all?
Yeah,
Shop it.